What's next for you? How do you feel? What's going through your mind right now? Hey there, Love MMA and Bare-knuckle fight fans. Look who I got in the house tonight, Julian Lane. Julian, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Susan?
I'm great, Julian. You know, you were hard to track down. I know you're getting ready for your big fight, so I want to first start out by thanking you for taking the time to interview with me, because I know you're really focused on this fight. And let's talk about this fight, BKFC 8 with Jim Alers. What's the game plan for this fight?
Pretty much just go in there and knock this fool out. You know, he's got a lot of trash talk, and we're gonna find out if he can actually back that up, which I don't think he can. So that's, pretty much I'm gonna get in there and get physical, and he's not gonna like it. He's gonna find a way out real quick, or just, I'm just gonna knock him out.
So Julian, you've been putting in a lot of hours in training camp, I see. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm out here in Vegas. Fight capital gym, putting in work 2-3 times a day. Getting the altitude training. We're going out to the mountains. I like to mix it up because it gets boring just training in the gym every day or running on a treadmill. So, I like to go run the mountains, get that high altitude training. We get up to about 8,000 feet. And, it's, I'm getting the best training, the best recovery. I got a Sub-Zero recovery. They helped me out, put me in the cryo chamber. So,
Wow.
After my workouts, I get a good recovery. And, you're definitely going to see the best Julian Lane that you've seen. Probably yet. Maybe not yet, but definitely it's going to be something different, man. I'm definitely training my ass off. So expect, to see some A1 material.
The stats say that your opponent has a reach advantage. How does that factor into the fight for you at all?
I don't know. I mean, they might. Everybody usually has a reach on me.
Okay.
I just got like the short, little arms, but that's why I'm packed full of power. You know what I mean? And that's one thing, Jim's gonna find out real quick in the fight, especially if he thinks he's gonna come rushing me like he did the last guy he fought, which was Garcia. So yeah, he's definitely gonna find out the hard way. And I got short, tight, powerful punches. So yeah, thanks to these short arms. So you can have that reach, you know what I mean? But I'm getting the W. So
good for you. Jim had some, interesting words, I guess I could call them that, in this Bare-knuckle FC promo that we're going to run. Let's roll that clip now.
I know I got this fight coming up with Julian Lane, and I know they say, don't look past your next opponent, but to me, he's not on my level. He's not in my league. He just doesn't have what it takes to be in there with me. I'm on another level. I'm up here, he's down here. Decision fights are not what we're here for. I'm giving the fans what they want. I'm going in there getting those big knockouts, so the bare-knuckle beast, he's born and he's ready to go.
So, Julian, wow, interesting comments there. What is your response to this?
I'm gonna call his bluff. You know what I mean? To me, that just sounds like some shit he just made up in his head so he can try to believe something, make him more confident. But if you don't think I belong in there, he has another thing coming, man. I'm the first, American to go out to England and win the bare-knuckle world title in my debut. I beat a guy that was 17-0, and it was my debut fight, and that was at a middleweight division. You know what I mean? My second bare-knuckle fight was against Joey Angelo. He's actually on the card.
Yeah.
Beat him 5-round decision. I think I knocked him down in the 3rd round. Broke my hand in the 4th round, and still won a decision against a guy that's much taller than me. And I actually walked into that fight at 176 pounds,
Wow.
and it was at 185, and I still dominated. I only got hit maybe one time, and I got poked in the eye. So if he thinks he's gonna come up with his little featherweight, he's definitely hallucinating. This guy's obviously cuckoo. He doesn't know what he's up against. He's taking the fight. He thinks he's cool. He thinks it's fun. It's not fun. Just know, this is serious. It's bare-knuckle. You know what I mean? It's dangerous sport, and especially if you want to get in there with a guy like me. You know what I mean? You're talking to a guy who's had his jaw broke in England. I had my jaw broken in the 1st round. I fought 5 rounds with a broken jaw at middleweight. So it's and still lost the decision, but it was a very close, controversial fight. I'm not quitting. He's got to knock me out. If he thinks he's going to knock me out because Garcia knocked me out, like, styles make fights, you know what I mean? Like, Garcia, hey, he was better man that night. He got a good punch, caught me, you know what I mean? But I wasn't in the best shape. I had a horrible weight cut.
Oh.
And I was in Mexico. I wasn't sleeping none. I was out, seeing everything, eating everything, because all the food was unlimited and free. So I was just like pigging out after weigh-ins. I did a lot of things I shouldn't have done, and that costed me that fight. Okay. So, yeah, Alers is definitely, he's gonna he'll realize within the first 30 seconds of the first round, he's gonna know he's in over his head.
I know that fight fans can't wait to see that. Julian, in my interview I did with you at BKFC 6, I'm going to quote you as to what you told me in the interview. My opponent is going to leave looking worse than me 9 times out of 10 because I am hell on wheels. And you were right. Spectacular win. You got to break that down for the fight fans.
Yeah, for sure. Like, whenever I come into the, whenever cage, ring, whatever it is, any type of fight, I show up. I'm coming to bring the heat. I'm giving it all I got, whether I'm in shape or not. 98% of my fights, I didn't train for.
Wow.
Booked every single fight that I've had. I've never had a manager. Maybe like one time in my career I had a manager. He booked me like 2 fights. I've done it all, you know what I mean, like on my own. So besides my team, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I've booked all my fights, and I've trained myself most of my fights. 98% of my fights I trained myself. And, whether it was hitting a bag in my garage or running and getting my cardio in. So, like, when I did the camp, like when I fought Joe Angel, I did a camp out here in Vegas, and you see how I performed.
Yep.
My last fight with Tom, I wasn't in the right environment. I kind of was like stuck in the hood, honestly, and spending that father time with my kids, and I didn't really have nothing going for me at the time. I was kind of depressed and stuff. So that fight off the couch, out of nowhere, and I went in there and I just fought with all my emotions. I really wasn't physically in shape for that last fight, but I still, beat a durable guy. Tom Schoaf, he's a good fighter, I would say. So, yeah, definitely I got a full camp in for this fight. So I know I'm going to knock this guy out. He better hope it's the first round. I don't want to go any longer than that, I'm telling you right now.
Would you like to fight Leonard Garcia again?
I would definitely fight Leonard again. I'm not opposed to rematches, it is what it is. If it comes, it comes. So we'll find out, if that's something Dave has planned, then we'll do it, man. I usually don't say no to fights, as long as the price is right, man. So.
Julian, you're well known as an MMA fighter. People do know you from Ultimate Fighter, but I feel in my heart that you've really found your home, so to speak, in combat sports and bare-knuckle. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, definitely bare-knuckle has gave me a new beginning in life, when it comes to combat sports and chasing my dream. I had, like I said, 98% of my fights I never trained. So even when I went on the Ultimate Fighter both times, like I didn't have no guys in the gym that were, except for the redemption season, I went to Jersey and trained with Dante Rivera, but I only had like 4 weeks to get ready. But the first time I was, I live in Mansfield, Ohio. There's not really nothing around except you got drug addicts and drug dealers, and pretty much that's it. And you got to try to, it's pretty much just the pit of the earth. Everybody's like, we're down here living. You got to climb out of there, man. It's a big hole, and it drains you. So, like I said, 98% of my fights I didn't train for. So my MMA record isn't great at all, or even maybe, I got more wins than losses at least, but that's why guys sleep on me a lot and they underestimate me. But then when they get in there, you know what I mean, they realize that I'm actually a contender, and and my MMA fights have never been easy fights. I booked all my fights, so you think about that. I don't have a manager. I've been brought in to lose every fight. Pretty much every fight I've been brought in to lose, and I still have a winning record in MMA. But yeah, the bare-knuckle has definitely opened a new opportunity for me and my family, and I'm definitely capitalizing on this. I have 2 losses, but I learned from those.
Yeah.
And it was, it is what it is. Like, it happened. Everyone wants to be undefeated, but, things happen for a reason. And there's a reason I lost to Garcia, because this scrub thinks he's going to beat me because he beat Garcia. So there you go. That's my reason for that loss. So now he's sleeping, but I know he's not sleeping. He's training hard because he knows he's in for it, man. Training really hard, please, because I love it. I don't care about getting hit, none of that stuff. When I get in the ring, all that goes out the window. I'm just trying to kill the guy. So.
A dangerous, in shape Julian Lane. Before we go today, Julian, is there anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I just want to shout out to everybody back home in Mansfield. I'm still repping for my city. My 3 daughters, Brooklyn, Leon, and Paisley. I love them to death. Just got off the phones, FaceTiming them. They miss me so much. They can't wait till I get home. So I'm gonna have a big surprise for them, Wayne. Once I get back. My oldest, she's turning 8. Wow. Actually, no, she's turning 8 on October 29th. So it's like I'll be home just in time for her birthday. And I'll thank the guys at Fight Capital Gym. Everybody here in Vegas is supporting me, man. My dad has given me this place to stay while I'm training. So if you can see, it's like a beautiful house here.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah, so we're like, it's like a freaking 7-bedroom house, man. It's huge. So I'm in the right environment right now, and all my thoughts are positive. I'm spiritual with the higher power. I praise God every day. So I just know it's my time, and I just can't wait to get in there and show everybody and shut everybody up who's doubting me. And, hey, one step closer to that belt and, becoming, making history once again with this bare-knuckle.
All right, bare-knuckle fight fans, trust me, you don't want to miss BKFC 8. It goes down Saturday, October 19th. As always, fans, you can catch that fight on Fight TV. And tickets for the live event, you better hurry up because they're going to go quickly. On sale exclusively at www.bare-knuckle.tv. By the way, I'll be there bringing you all the bare-knuckle FC action because you guys know I love bare-knuckle. It's a fight that you don't want to miss. Before we go today, if you want to hit the subscribe button below or leave a comment, you know what? I don't sleep, combat fight fans. I just stay up all night. And yeah, I answer all those darn questions myself. So write in, have a suggestion. You got a question for Julian when I interview him at BKFC 8, I'll ask it. Julian, thank you so much for your time, and I wish you good luck.
One more thing. I just want to thank you too, Susan, for having me on your show. And Bare-knuckle FC, of course. I forgot. Bare-knuckle FC and David Philman, thank you guys for having me part of the family, man. I can't wait to shine in Tampa, Florida, guys. So make sure you get that pay-per-view. This is the real main event right here. So remember, you know why you're buying it.